Hello guys, welcome back here on Java Learning Tips. Today we are going to talk about the last concept of OOP. So we are going to talk about polymorphism. What is polymorphism? Polymorphism is just a way that an object can use to act as another object. Let's start immediately with an example. So if you remember, in the last lessons we have talked about inheritance and we have created three classes: one for the teacher, one for the student, and one for the persons. And student and teacher are the child class of the superclass persons. So now let's say that we want to create a class, and inside the class we can have one teacher and more students. So a class, it's just an array in Java, so we can create an array. Let's delete this because actually we don't need this. So we need just teacher 1, student 1, and we can create some other instance of student. So we can create two students just to make the class example. So student 1 and student 2, and the name of student 2 is Rob. So now we can create our class that is an array. If class, I mean classroom, not the class in Java. I hope this is clear. So we can create our classroom, and what should be the type of our classroom? Because we need to put inside our classroom a teacher and a student. So we need a type that can act as teacher and as student. So we have persons. If you remember, student is a person and teacher is a person. Because if we create, I make here this example now, if I create an array of teacher, for example, so teacher, and our array name, that is classroom, it's an array. And here we have our classroom of teacher, but inside this classroom we can put just the teacher. So as you can see, teacher is okay, but if I try to put a student, it retrieves me an error because student 1 is mismatched with the type teacher. And the same if I try to put here student. Student is okay, but the teacher mismatch with the type student. So here we should put persons. Now teacher is okay because teacher is a person, and student is okay because student is a person. So in this way, thanks to the polymorphism, an object can act as another object. And in this case, we can create a classroom with different type inside. But polymorphism, it's not just this. We can use polymorphism in other fields, for example, in the constructor method. So let's see this now on the teacher. Now we can add here on teacher an attribute. So for example, now our teacher can have a car. So string car. Now the teacher can have a car, and we should put this inside our constructor method. So this, if you remember, dot car equal to car, that should be put here, and string car. So now this car, that means this car, it's equal to the car that we will put here when we will use the constructor methods. But not necessarily a teacher has a car. In our program, probably we need a teacher without a car. But in this way, we are creating all the teacher with a car. So in this way, we can't create a teacher without a car. So we can use the polymorphism to create another constructor let's use the Eclipse shortcut. So source and constructor using fields and car. In this case, as you can see, we can't create a method like this because are the same, so we can't create two methods that are the same methods. But if we try to delete the car and this, because we don't need this, sorry. Okay, so if we delete the car, we have created two methods, two constructor methods that are the same method but with a different signature. Okay, this is the signature, so the attributes that you will pass to the methods. So thanks to this, we can create a teacher with a car and a teacher without a car. And when we use these methods, we can just do something like this. So we have created a teacher without a car, and we can create another teacher, so teacher 2, and we can just add a string like this, and Java will automatically understand that we are using this method or if we are using the second method. So just with the attributes that we will pass in the constructor, Java will understand which method we are using. And this is thanks to the polymorphism. So we can create two methods that have the same name but with a different signature. So this is basically the polymorphism. Okay guys, the video ends here. If you like my video, please subscribe to the channel and leave a like. I have also a web page and an Instagram page. You can find all you need here in the description, and we will see in the next video. Bye.